If you want to support the predator poachers catching the sickest both near and far, go to the pinned comment. If you're on Rumble, press the red join button to see over 30 videos early and uncensored for only $7 a month. We can't do this without your help, so join our locals.
What's up, guys? A lot of you guys may know about the Gordon Flowers hoodie. However, we also have a Fried Pickles hoodie, as you can see right here, and Gordon Flowers sweatshirts that you can get in many, many different colors. Show your support for the Gordon Flowers movement and the PP movement by getting one of these. I can tell you, they are very, very comfortable. Like, in all seriousness, they are, and I actually do wear them. So be sure to get one of these and enjoy the video.
This channel is a group of investigative journalists who make educational documentaries showcasing and educating society, especially parents and legal guardians, about potential scenarios that result from young people and adults conversating online if left unchecked. We conduct thorough interviews with consenting adults in an attempt to understand their perspective on why they partake in these conversations online with people that are not of age. The goal of the interviews in these videos and the videos themselves is to gain an understanding of the perspective of the individual being interviewed, so parents and the rest of society can be educated and aware of potential thought processes and desires of adults online to unsupervised persons not of age. These videos are not to cyberbully, harass, degrade, accuse, or threaten any individuals partaking in the interview process or in the video itself. We do not condone any of these actions. These videos are strictly educational, and we grant full permission for academia, which is any classroom setting or in scholarly papers, to show or cite our videos. To ensure that these videos are strictly used for educational purposes, we strictly adhere to YouTube's community guidelines, such as not revealing someone's personally identifiable information, in other words, PII. YouTube defines personally identifiable information as their home address, email addresses, signing credentials, phone numbers, passport number, medical records, or bank account information. We thoroughly look at and edit our videos to ensure that none of this information about any individual is shown in our videos. To ensure extra privacy for each person that is a subject of an interview in any of our videos, as of September 1st, 2022, to thoroughly comply with YouTube's harassment and bullying policy, there will be no mention or information about the last name or first name of any person interviewed in our videos. Due to potentially illegal activities discussed in our videos, law enforcement in the respective jurisdiction we conduct these interviews in is notified of each interview and video filmed by us. We are not accusing any individual interviewed of being guilty or committing a crime. That is the job of law enforcement. We are not vigilantes, and we do not condone vigilantism or vigilante behavior, such as taking the law into your own hand or not notifying law enforcement when a suspected crime takes place. We are investigative journalists. Trigger warning. Some of what can be discussed in these videos can be sensitive to some, emotional, or stressful. The only goal of these videos is to educate the public. At the end of each video, as of September 1st, 2022, there will be an educational portion at the end to discuss what was talked about in the video and to discuss what people can take from that video and learn from and tell others about. Our goal here is to bring awareness and educate the public. Now the video will start.
Hook up to his Wi-Fi too. All right. Yeah, we'll have to hook up to his Wi-Fi. How's it going?
Help you with something?
Yes, sir. My name's Gordon. Nice to meet you. Is this Drew?
Yeah.
Got a package for you. It's about some messages to Emily. We should probably go over, okay, from Facebook. Is it cool if we just come inside and talk about it?
Uh-huh.
Okay, you can come in. Is there any weapons in the house?
Huh?
Any weapons in the house?
No.
Okay, any knives, anything?
No.
Okay. I have people with me for safety. Nobody's packing here. Yeah, I'm not going in alone, man. Can they come in if you don't mind?
Well, you're already in.
But yeah, can they come in? Just for everybody's safety here. They're with me.
Who's that?
Just my associates here. Just keep it moving, guys. Yeah, just for my safety, because I'm on your property, and I just want to make sure everything. They just want to make sure that we don't hurt each other or anything like that. Not that I'm not saying you will, but just want to make sure everything's safe. You know what I'm saying?
Am I in any kind of trouble here?
No, I just want to talk to you. I don't think that should be necessary. We'll just go sit down and talk about it.
Sure.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna bring them in here. We can just go sit on the balcony if you want. It's probably better. Just light her out.
Over here.
All right, that's fine. For everybody's safety, because I am on your property, that's what the cameras are for. It's not to put you on blast or anything like that. It's all just for my safety, your safety, and all that. Want to just have a seat? Sit down next to each other? Okay. Is it good? Okay. So, how's it going?
Going okay.
Got it.
Kind of surprised me with
Yeah, I know. It happens. Do you like work at all, or?
no.
No?
No.
Just retired?
Yeah, I did that in like the summer of 2022.
Oh, you retired then?
Yeah.
Congratulations, man. What did you do for work?
The last place I worked was in an Italian restaurant the building is still there, but it's been closed for like a year and 9 months now.
Oh, why'd it close?
Well, there was like a new owner that had taken over,
Mm-hmm.
and he had only taken it over for like a year. And he said, man, I ain't making no kind of a profit here. So they're like $1,500 a night.
Really?
I'm making no kind of a profit here. I got to pay you guys, the food supply people.
How much was the overhead there?
I have no idea. All I know, this guy's like close to like $1.5 million.
He paid $1.5 million. He was only making $1,500 a night.
He said that's what he was like hoping for. He said, I'm making no kind of a profit here. That's what he felt he should have been making.
Oh. Oh, that's
Of
just
course.
in profit.
Of course, we were dealing with it at the time.
Oh, true.
So that wasn't really helping us out.
Yeah. I don't need to wear this. It's not like we're hiding anything. Okay. Cool, man. So, were you like a waiter, cook, anything?
Actually, my job for most of the time there was working as a busboy.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
And in fact, it closed down on March 11th, 2022,
Nice.
which was a Friday. Monday of that same week on the 7th
So you've
was
been
my 15-year anniversary of when I had started working there.
damn, man. So you've been retired ever since?
Yeah.
Do you have like enough money saved up to live and all that?
Well, I guess you could say that because unfortunately for our family,
Uh-huh.
the 21st of May last year, which was actually 1 week before my birthday,
Yeah.
my dad ultimately passed away.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
So you have like an inheritance and stuff?
Yeah, but the thing is, my inheritance is being kept in a trust fund, which is actually with my sisters up in Georgia, and I think my oldest sister is like the one that's controlling that, so
So you're a trust fund baby at 64 years old, pretty much.
yeah.
Nice. Okay. Well,
So each one of the kids basically got the same amount for the inheritance.
fair enough. Well, that's enough for you to live off of, man. You know, work sucks, but you're a Dolphins fan, I see.
Yes.
I'm
Okay.
sorry. My condolences to you.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, no. So do you think 2 is the future, or do you think he's a flash in the pan? What do you think it is?
Well, I hope it can be the future. He's shown some signs of brightness.
I think so. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, no, I think he was fanboying a little bit for Patrick Mahomes too much. He was kind of like, you know, he was too happy after the playoff loss. You know, it's kind of. I mean, he's talented, but I don't know if he has that it factor. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think Josh Allen from the Bills would be exchanging jerseys after a loss like that.
Right.
But whatever. I mean, hey, Dolphins haven't been in the playoffs in how long? So it's at least an upgrade.
I think they said like 22, 23 years, something like that.
Yeah. Well, anyway, seem like a good enough guy. Do you like know kind of what I'm here to talk to you about?
I'm sorry?
You seem like a good enough guy. Do you know kind of what I'm here to like talk to you about?
I have a brief idea.
All right. What's your best idea here?
That there was some stuff between me and her that should not have happened, some like verbal exchanges.
Sure. I appreciate your honesty.
But it's kind of like we were both talking to each other the same way.
Right, yeah, and that's why I'm actually here to talk to you, because it wasn't. If it was just one sided, it would be a different story. But
Yeah.
but it's not. Do you know specifically why I'd be talking to you, like about Emily though? I'm not here to judge you. I'm just asking.
Quite possibly because there's a significant age difference.
Mm-hmm. Well, how old did she say she was?
I think 11.
Yeah. Thank you for your honesty. That's a real man right there. I really appreciate that. So, what were kind of the verbal exchanges? I guess that'd be a good thing to call it. What were kind of the verbal exchanges do you think I'd be talking to you about today?
I guess you could say basically of the dirty variety.
Sure. And how do you think I came here?
I'm sorry?
How do you think I came here to this apartment?
Possibly on the behalf of people that are at Facebook.
Well, no. But how do you think I knew this address to come here?
I have no idea.
Okay. Did you ever give her your address?
I did.
Okay. What was the reason for giving the address out? What context was that in?
Well, she had talked about wanting to possibly come here
Sure.
sometime.
Okay.
And she told me that she didn't live like too far away from here actually, and
All right.
she was like worried about her mother knowing.
Yeah, no, it would be, of course. I mean, she too. What was
So is this basically considered, in your mind or your eyes, a sin? What I did?
Well, everybody sins, so was it specifically a sin? Maybe. But I don't really care about sins. I more care. I mean, if you shot somebody, I kind of give a about that, but I don't think you're that guy to shoot somebody. But I care. I just care more about how we respond to sin, because I've sinned, and I try my best to respond to it in a positive way, to overcome and learn from it. And you've been literally 100% honest so far. So, I mean, in my eyes, what I care about is how our conversation goes. I don't care about this. I care about how we respond to it. You know what I mean? So I think you all.
Well, I don't know if you have already, or if you're planning on doing that, like after you've spoken with me.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of like thought process. I don't know if you did already, like I said, to have gone over and spoken with her.
With Emily?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's on the list.
Okay.
I don't think nobody here. It's a 50-50 here in the situation. Believe me.
Because I've actually had times where, even though it would be more closer to my age,
Sure.
that I've actually done a similar thing,
Mm-hmm.
like on Instagram,
Sure.
and they, I tried texting people and I said like, oh, you cannot text for like 7 days.
Really?
That won't go on.
Is there a light in here we can turn on? Oh, that's okay. That's fine. Interesting, man. So what was kind of supposed to happen when she came over here?
I'm sorry?
What did y'all kind of discuss doing together?
Well, I want to tell you the truth and what I've been saying so far, and
you've been doing a great job with that. That's the only thing I care. Basically, there's no messages that could make me mad. The only thing that at least in my thought process, the only thing that the only thing that could throw me off, when people just don't tell the truth, that's just kind of something that throws me off. But,
yeah.
I could grill them on, they've done even in the past week that I've been like, dude, what the f-? But then, you know, they were truthful. I'm like, all right, well, it happens, you know, so.
For a brief second there, when I saw you behind the door and you were taking the stuff out of that folder,
Mm-hmm.
and you started saying kind of like the reason why you were like here, something was making me think you were like associated with the police.
No, I'm not. I'm not. I mean, I'm definitely a pig. I eat a lot of food, but I'm not a cop.
Yeah, like I said, we're not here to like judge each other.
Right. there you go, man. Yeah. So, what was kind of what did y'all talk about doing together? That's kind of.
Well, it kind of like bothers me to say this in a certain way.
For sure. We're all guys here, though. Just spill it.
But we had actually talked about possibly doing something like together.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. What in particular?
Nothing in particular.
All right. I didn't really have a chance to go over these. I mean, would that be in here? Okay, I see. Please tell me you want to suck my big baby. Please, Emily, say it. She says, say what, LOL. And say I want your big. What do you want me to do right now, please? What do you want me to do right now, please? Tell me you want me to f you. What are you going to do?
And most of the time she was like agreeing to everything that I basically had
Right, like
said.
it was consensual pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay. So is that kind of what was supposed to happen in person then? Just consensual activities?
Yeah, but she was like always worried about her mother. It's like, well, we got to do this when my mommy is at work.
Got it. Okay. So consensual activities when her mom's like at work?
Yeah.
Okay. Just curious, why did you want to partake in that?
I think some of the stuff that I do and I say
Yeah.
might be due to the fact of myself having like a long stretch of time
Mm-hmm.
where I actually have not been involved in like any kind of like a relation with anybody.
Any kids of your own?
No.
Okay.
No kids of my own, never been married. I got 3 sisters, they all got 2 kids each.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes me wonder, it's like, had I went to college like them, would I've had the same outcome as them, like maybe becoming successful to a certain extent,
Sure.
having kids like them.
Sure.
So technically I would be the last one of the kids to carry out, well, the only one, because
Carry the last name.
because
on.
my dad only had 1 son.
Right. Okay. So this is these are kind of because you just haven't had, for lack of better term, in a while.
Yeah, well, back maybe like 9-10 years ago,
Okay.
even with somebody from my church
Mm-hmm.
who's member of the choir,
Okay.
and she approached me, and I don't know, do you know what they call like pheromones?
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
So apparently she was attracted to me through that.
Mm-hmm.
And the only thing was, she was married at the time.
Oh.
And imagine all this stuff is happening between 2 people that are like,
Go to church.
yeah. So I ended up getting her like a gym membership at a gym. So we trained together. Sometimes we would do before we trained, or sometimes like when we came back. But the ultimate thing ended up being like, she would say, now how can something so wrong feel so good?
Mm-hmm.
And she was like trying to teach me how to drive, because I've basically like never driven. I've tried to do it before. Even she tried to teach me before, even though it was being done illegally because I didn't have no driver's license.
Ooh, you're so dangerous.
Yeah. So it got to be at one point, she was taking classes at the gym.
Mm-hmm.
And so one morning she called me, she says, I don't think we're going to be able to like meet up at the gym tonight because I think in one of the classes I did something to my back.
How old was this girl or lady?
She was roughly, I think, about the same age as what I was.
Okay.
But mind you, this was like 9 years ago.
Sure.
So something happened, and I'm not sure exactly what, but she ended up at one point, she came over here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll go on before that. So I said, well, why don't you go ahead and come over here and we'll like read some scriptures together. Sure. She came over, and I was the one reading. What word did I actually have to read and have to say? Well, kind of like, I don't know if I told you already, but she was like married.
You told me, yeah.
Yeah. So one of the words I came to have to read was the word adultery.
Oh.
Not sooner than I said that word, she got up. She went into my bedroom where I got like a reclining chair and just like slouched down in the chair and just was like crying. It's like, how can something so wrong feel so good?
Damn.
So ultimately, somewhere down the line, she ended up coming over here and she took what she had here of like personal hygiene kind of items.
Mm-hmm.
And I think she was like looking to give me a peace offering or something because there was something in the bag that looked like a Dunkin' Donuts kind of bag.
Yeah.
So as she was like leaving, she like handed it to me, and she was like halfway down the hallway, and I threw it and I almost hit her with it, but I didn't. But I don't know how much time went on after that.
Yeah.
But the next thing I know, I was hearing a knock on my door,
Uh-huh.
and it was actually
Her husband?
no,
No.
it was actually two BSO officers.
Really?
And then they tried to say, well, she's decided to put out a, you can't come within 500 feet, and this and that. Well, we're going to need to have you appear in court on Wednesday. Well, mind you, this was in December.
Mm-hmm.
And that particular Wednesday would have been Christmas Eve.
Right.
And they were trying to do it like at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I said, I tell you what, I'm not going to go.
Wow.
So they said, well, then we'll just combine a couple weeks and we'll serve you with like the final injunction. So what this ultimately ended up forcing me to do,
Mm-hmm.
by words of the associate pastor,
Mm-hmm.
who was actually also the choir director,
Mm-hmm.
she says, well, I don't think you're going to be able to come to the 11 o'clock church service anymore because she may be there, and there could be presented a problem. So I found something like different to do, and then well, she says, well maybe you won't have to worry about it because I don't think she's coming to the church anymore. So, but in the meantime, I had kind of like left.
Right.
And during, I just didn't go to like church for a while until it was like November of that year.
Uh-huh.
But in between, when the cold thing happened, I was going to a Presbyterian church that's a little further up the street.
Okay.
So I wasn't actually going to the same church.
Sure.
So I wasn't doing anything except for like what I was like trying to do here just before you came, which was like watching religious programming on TV.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
It's a little bit different seeing something in person
Right. Versus
yeah.
Sure.
So it got to be we had to make reservations to go to the Methodist church
Uh-huh.
where I had been going 72 hours in advance, just so you could be there. And once you walked through the doors of the church on Sunday, they had a list and they had to see if your name was like on that list.
Okay.
So then yeah, that's where I've been basically going like ever since.
All right, cool, man. Well, I'm glad you found a community there. So I do want to go over some of these messages. Obviously you were honest about what was supposed to go down in person. So where were, just kind of, I'm not trying to get very specific into the life of two people here, but where was this stuff supposed to go down, these activities? Like, where in your mind were you hoping to kind of do this together with Emily? Like, is it like a bedroom or a living room? Like, where were you hoping to do it?
I realistically didn't even think about either particular place.
Okay. Was there anywhere else?
I was thinking initially that maybe it would have happened right here, like on this couch, like right here, and
Sure.
maybe it would have like led to the bedroom.
Okay. Anywhere besides the apartment that you had in mind to do this stuff anywhere besides the apartment that you had in mind to do this stuff in, or?
No, and I know the only other place could have been at her place, and then it would have been how I would have found out to like get there.
Fair enough.
And try to figure out like how long of a walk it would take me to like get there.
Okay, fair enough. So some of these messages here, I mean, would you love me to your tight? Could I do that? She says yes. And I could, please say please, baby. You do know that I want to. I don't think is so that high of a rating in the Bible. But you know, how does something so wrong feel so good, right?
Yeah.
Let's see.
So are you trying to basically recommend that I like end it with her?
If that's something you feel that should be right, then sure. Whatever you want to do. So I want to ask you about this. Lay across my lap in your head and mouth or really close to my grab your ass. Maybe you fall asleep, then I put it in your mouth.
Which is actually something I saw on a video one time.
Okay.
And I think I texted her that, basically like saying that.
Is that something you maybe wanted to do with Emily if she was like willing or something, or?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. I have some videos of that before. Girls laying on the guy's lap, puts his in her mouth. Sounds like fun. How often?
And you know what?
Yeah.
As I told you, I think already before, there was a time frame where they banned me on Instagram for like 5 days, saying like I couldn't text anybody or whatever, just because I was using like such of the language that I have.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if that's right or wrong or whatever for people to actually like spy on the network.
I think that's a sin where people interfere with messages like that. I think that's not. I think the First Amendment's extremely precious. So I wanted to ask, some of this language, yeah, it's pretty colorful, I think, objectively.
But like I said, it's not just somebody of that age. Somebody could be like 30 or 35.
Right. And that's kind of what I feel with you. I don't feel like it's exclusive to like younger. I think it's just anybody.
Just primarily, and also because I think why me and the lady from the choir agreed to do what we did was because I've had like long stretches where, you know, not being able to like have anything, and it was like been like, well, if I didn't take this opportunity, how much longer would it have been? It's just still like, you know, not being able to do it with anybody.
Fair enough, dude.
So
I get it. Yeah.
Somehow or another, my dad ended up finding out about it. For just certain things, just in general. Because he would know that just to take care of my frustration, I would like usually.
How often do you watch?
Actually, I don't anymore. Actually, the only thing that I see is like the way people look and the way they conduct themselves and stuff like that, as far as like videos or reels, they call it, whatever they have, maybe like on Facebook or Instagram or whatever.
Yeah. Well, so this can kind of help me out. And this is about fighting sin here. This is where we come together on this. Sometimes there's guys online that like to send around pictures of like, you know, girls around Emily's age or videos of girls around Emily's age, like these younger ladies under 18 or younger boys even under 18. Sometimes you just never know. And these adults, like, they send these types of pictures, willy-nilly pictures, videos.
Yeah.
Is this something you can help me with to try to find some of these videos? Like, in your experience, Have any of these, and these are the real bad people, have any of these real bad guys sent you any videos like that we can try to find and go after with those people?
I don't know about all that.
Okay.
Because a lot of these videos I seen might be from like the Instagram, because like they have like a daily thing or whatever, and
Yeah.
they'll show something. Sometimes they'll stay on there for like 2 or 3 days,
Sure.
but it's not. It's like something that I would copy to my phone.
Right.
But on the flip side, if I've seen something that looks like a looking woman, whatever, like revealing whatever, I'll just hit it so the picture like reappears,
Right.
and then they'll give you a thing like in the right hand corner, and it'll give you like an option to like save it
Right.
like on your phone. So I have way more than plenty of pictures that are kind of like that.
Have you heard of the app called Telegram?
The who?
It's an app called Telegram.
I've heard of the social media messaging. It's called Telegram.
Yeah. Do you have Telegram?
I do, but I kind of like wish that I was like never on it, and I basically hardly ever like use that now.
When's the last time you were on there?
I don't know, maybe a month ago.
Okay. You say you wish you were never on there?
Yeah, because they'll like say like, well, do you have this app, or do you have that, or like if I get like your phone number, I can add you like WhatsApp. Or like if you give me your email, we can like chat on like Google Chat.
Right.
So basically, I think more or less they were trying to find like a more private or secure venue to speak on, so nobody would have to like attack them or like say, well, you know, you really shouldn't be saying this on here, and you know, you're gonna get in trouble if you keep on doing this. Maybe we'll just like permanently ban you. They never said that, permanently ban you.
Yeah. Does Telegram have any like groups on there?
That I'm not sure about, and actually I don't like be involved in any of these groups, and sometimes people see like a notification, oh, you've been added to their group. Well, I don't speak in any of those group sessions, so I just kind of like delete the messages that I just like saw.
What are the subject matters of the group?
Some of it might be stuff, but I don't know if that's what it is in its entirety.
Okay. Are any like languages that they're in, or
What do you mean?
like what languages are the groups in, or what languages are people speaking in the groups?
Usually I say for the most part English.
English. What other languages have popped up that you can kind of recognize or you think you know, or?
That would be to some degree and extent Spanish,
Okay.
and maybe more recognizable to me would be German,
Okay.
because actually, say for like 3 years, that's actually where I ended up being stationed when I was in the United States.
Oh, thanks for your service, man.
But my downfall ended up happening where I got released because I had a drinking issue.
Ah.
And that, they tried to restrict me to the barracks. Oh, we need to have all your civilian clothes. I only give them half of them. They tried to put me on the bottom floor. Well, that was a mistake. Got to be a certain point of the night. At this point in time, I actually had a German girlfriend. So I just climbed out the window, went over her place. More times than not, like a certain thing like happened. And I came back in the morning as if like nothing happened, was make sure that I was inside by 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. Nice, man. That seems like a fun time.
But what I could never get her to understand is one time I came back home to her apartment. And I had an understanding of how you'd be able to abbreviate the days of the week, like in German. but I'm seeing like this in the form of like a circular package, and it was inside one of her waste baskets. So I confronted her about it and asked if like there was like birth control pills, and she said, "Yeah." Well, why are you taking them for? Well, I was told by the doctor if I don't remain taking them, I'm not going to be able to remain healthy. And what are the odds of this? She had the exact same birthday as my mother.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which was, so, my birthday was on May 28th. My dad passed away on May 21st.
Okay.
You go a little further into the next following week on May 24th. That was the 22-year anniversary of my mom's passing.
Wow. Just numbers line up, man. It's like
And
gematria.
then not only that, the day after Christmas was my dad's birthday.
And that's when.
Huh?
And the number for helicopter is 33. And a week after that, LeBron James broke the scoring record. Dude, it's all lining up.
Yeah. On that day, he would have turned 90.
Wow.
So tell me, what kind of Christmas do you think I had?
A good one because.
No, not really. It was kind of like sad, to be honest with you.
Oh.
And the
Sorry.
other thing you probably don't know about already is fairly close to the same time with the woman from the church choir. The thing ended up being sometimes I hate that. I get like a brain freeze and I forget like when oh yeah. So sometime right around then I went to the Broward VA.
Mm-hmm.
And there at the time they diagnosed me with clinical.
Oh.
Yeah.
Got it. So let's kind of get through that because, obviously I think some of this stuff on Telegram could be a little bit of an issue. That could be making some people and all that. So I heard in these groups, and obviously it seems like they're just adding you to it. Is there anything in these groups that could be stuff where it was like people like Emily's age or like younger than 18? Because, if you brought up Spanish and German, I know those overseas people, they love posting that shit. And I think that's where you can absolve some of your sin and actually help with this. I think there's some stuff that, and obviously I know it's embarrassing to talk about, but I know you're not that guy that's actually into that stuff, but I think...
I don't know if you consider this the same way, but I've had some people say to me, well, that's kind of like your downfall in life, because one of the things we notice about you tend to be brutally honest. I don't know if you're noticing that or anything like that.
Yeah, you are brutally honest. So, and I think this is good info because in the end, we actually need to help save kids here. And these people are posting these pictures and videos of kids. Like, we need to know so we can go after these groups. Is this something you can help with, you think?
I don't know necessarily. Like I said, I don't even. Well, I tried to get involved in like one of those groups, but then nothing really happened. I was like looking for a response, and nothing really like happened. So
what's one of the groups you try to get involved in?
I don't remember which one it was, but
what was the subject matter of it?
It seemed like people wanted to like hook up with these people, and that's another thing.
Mm-hmm.
You got a whole large stretch of people, and it doesn't matter whether it's somebody like from Facebook,
right,
or whether it's somebody from like Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
And I've learned now that I can see by how they try to like start the discussion with me, and it follows a train of the same kind of like questions, and then I'm thinking, okay, well, I'm going to cut you off right at the pass.
Sure.
It's like, I'm not interested in doing any like hookups.
Right.
Not interested in doing like any meetups.
Mm-hmm.
And they say like, oh, do you want me to come over to your house? No. Well, we could do it in a hotel. And it's kind of like, what part of no are they not like wanting to like realize or understand? Like, typically most people want to say no means no.
Right. No, I feel you, man. We think very similar on a lot of this stuff, but I just want to know, like, specifically, let's right now, let's kind of not deviate from this. Like, is there anybody online that's been advertising that they have like pictures of these younger ladies under 18 like naked? Like, they have any advertisements of that you see and that you can tell me so we can actually go after these people? Or in any groups, are they posting that type of stuff? Because
Well, one thing I've noticed is there's so many people trying to portray themselves as like a famous or semi-famous kind of like person, somebody that I might like readily like know.
yeah,
And you could have 5 different accounts of people that say that, oh, if you see somebody else trying to portray themselves as me, just like block them, and then
yeah, no, I know, I've heard about that.
and then I'm like, why would this person want to be asking for a gift card? If you're a celebrity, whatever, you don't ask fans for a gift card.
No, definitely not. You just buy tickets. But I mean, like, has there been anybody, Drew, that's probably sent a picture or video of like a younger lady under 18 just kind of naked or anything like that? Because this is stuff that we actually want to go find and go after those types of people doing that, and that's how we go after the real sinners.
I've actually seen some pictures,
Okay.
and I actually like saved them into like my Google Photos or photo gallery. It's like,
Who sent them, or where were they?
I don't know, but it's like just sending me, and I don't know if some of this is like photoshopped or whatever, but you could see like younger women, and they would be wearing like a skimpy kind of like bathing suit, for example.
How old did they look?
Could have been maybe like 10, 12.
Sure. Do you know what platform this was showing on? Like what app or what messaging thing?
I have a feeling it was Facebook,
Okay.
actually.
So any of those pictures of like 10 to 12 year olds, has anybody shown them or tried to send it to you, like of them like naked, or you can see like a or their or anything like that? Because those people sending that stuff, that's what we want to try to go find, like those types of people. And I think you can help me with that. I have a good feeling. Your pheromones are telling me that you know some of these people doing that. I'm not saying you know them in person or know their names or anything, but you know situations of this happening to where you can tell me and we can go after these sinners that are doing that type of stuff, taking these pictures of them. I mean, whatever. You have it saved, I don't give a fuck. It's about the people that are actually taking the pictures we want to go after. So help me on this. Like, I'm not, like I said in the beginning, I'm not here to judge. It is what it is. Anybody sent any of that stuff nude, like in a Telegram group or on Telegram or on Facebook? Anybody sent like a nude picture of like a 10 or 12 year old like that? Even if it was just once.
Lady, a woman, she sent me a picture of herself, but I don't think any of it was like nakedness or whatever.
How old was she?
I think 13, but she lives like in a different country.
Okay.
And there's somebody that I've talked to before. They're like an whatever, like in a foreign country.
Right.
And just basically saying like some of these are just like trying to like do it with like older men.
And how old was that?
Like 13.
Okay. Did
And she said, "Oh, recently I did it with a guy, and he was like 68 or something."
Mm-hmm. Did she get any like gift cards from you or anything, or any? Like,
no, I've never sent anybody anything like that.
Okay.
Oh, do you have Cash App or blah 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 blah?
Yeah. Did she send you any like nude pics?
No.
Okay. What?
I mean, I don't even know if you want to like see some of the stuff on my phone.
Or some of the stuff would be like of like 10 to 13 year olds naked, like where it's videos, pictures, or.
Well, I can tell you that between half and 3/4 of the pictures that I have on my phone are either something like derived, but probably or realistically, this is probably something that I shouldn't be overly proud of. But it's kind of like some of it maybe looked at like fantasy.
Of course. People can get carried away a little bit.
Yeah. But just the whole fact of like thinking about doing it with like a 13-year-old or 11-year-old or a 14-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
Because that was what I was worried about initially, that you were like associated with like the police. It's like, oh, we're going to have to take you away.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, don't you know what you're doing is like wrong? You're like trying to think about having sex with a minor.
Yeah. Well, you know, and I think some of this stuff maybe you've seen online can lead to that fantasy. So that's kind of what I'm trying to get at here. So hard to go through your phone. I mean, and again, the only reason I'm asking specifically about these types of nudes is because there's a way to backtrack where those came from and who took those photos. That's a big thing. Obviously, you're not the one taking the photos, so that's, you know.
Because to be honest with you, I don't know if it's more I don't like to or I don't feel comfortable with, but it's like either one of those. Like as far as like trying to take a picture.
Right. For whatever reason.
I didn't even like the fact that I had to take like a selfie for like a profile picture or whatever.
Right. For whatever reason, yeah, you're just not doing it right. So, how many pictures on your phone would be like of nude, like 10 to 13-year-olds, or even younger? Like how many pictures would be nude, or how many videos would be nude of showing like their or anything like that, or even their if you're into that? I don't know.
Actually, no, I'm not.
Okay, I don't know. I'm just asking.
But I don't know if there's any women that would be like of that age that I have actually pictures that there's like any kind of nakedness involved.
Okay. What about just showing like a or something?
No. And most of the time with like a woman that would be that age, they'd almost be considered like flat-chested.
Right.
So that's not something that I would like get into or that would actually like turn me on anyway. So
sure. Has anybody ever just posted a nude of them then, and you did not save it? Like, have they ever sent you that on Facebook, or they sent you that on Telegram, or sent it in a group and you just saw the picture but didn't save it because it wasn't interesting to you, or?
Well, I've had times where I've actually like texted women, and but more so this was like somebody of like in closer age proximity to myself. So it'd be like, do you think you could send me a picture of your ass?
Right.
And then there's times where they'll do it, and there's times they'll say like, no, is that any kind of like way to like introduce yourself to like somebody on?
Yeah. And we're guys, we're all a little bit perverted, it's how it is.
Yeah. But I may be taking it to extremes sometimes.
Hey, we all do. Especially, hey, if I don't have 10 years, I feel you, man.
Because my dad told me one time before, he says, I don't care if you have to 6 times a day. Like, do whatever you got to do.
Right. So that's why I'm asking. I mean, is there how many of these women that have been like 10 years old, a 13-year-old, or actually just under 18? How many of these women under 18 do you think have talked to you online before?
Rough amount?
Yeah.
I'd say maybe like 3 or 4.
Sure. So Emily, the 13-year-old, like 2 others?
Yeah, but the higher up of the age could be like 15, 16, 20, 22.
Okay. So you were on Telegram last night, or I'm sorry, yesterday morning at like 6 in the morning. It wasn't like a month ago. That could be for whatever reason, I don't know. I just know you were on Telegram, and you have WhatsApp too.
Yeah.
And I know WhatsApp and Telegram and Google Hangouts are major apps where people like to. Do you know what child is?
Yeah.
Okay. Those are major apps where people send child and do all this type of stuff. I don't think that's stuff you partake in. I don't see any records or proof of that. But, you know, we have some pics saved of younger girls on the younger side on their phone, which is what it is. Not the biggest deal. Obviously, we have some messages that are pretty colorful to an 11-year-old. My theory for all that is people have probably sent you some child. They've probably put it in groups you've been in, and all I'm asking is just you help me find those groups and find those people, if that's happened before, okay? And, you know...
Is there a way to go about doing that?
Well, first we need to figure out if it's happened or not, because, you know, obviously we have borderline pictures, but that's not necessarily child. But there is...
What I've done too before is, if I feel people are going down the wrong avenue with me,
Sure.
that they keep on asking me about hooking up and meeting up and blah, blah, I'll agree to talk with you, like, or talk dirty, but it's not going to be for free. So if I get a combination of like all those kind of like things happening, and I've given them a warning, like don't do that again, I just go ahead and block those people.
Okay. Well, right now I'm just asking about child. We'll get to the hookup part right after that. Right now I'm asking about child because has there been anybody you've seen that's been posting that stuff on Telegram or WhatsApp or Google Hangouts or even online, just on the internet? Have you just been to a site where people have been posting that type of stuff? Because
I don't even remember when's the last time I actually like used like Google Hangouts.
Okay.
Anything associated with Google was more like Google Chat.
Google Chat, yeah. Any. So, do you know of anyone that's, at least in your experience, that you've seen post child to Telegram, to Google Chat, to WhatsApp, or to any website? Because I don't think you've been in the borderline game for this long without some people dipping over to the other side. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah.
I'm thinking there have been some people that you've seen that have posted that stuff, and that's just what I want some help on, man. That's all. So, I mean, if you could tell me any situations where that's happened, I would truly appreciate it, and this is how we actually go after the real sinners.
I don't know how well I could help you out with that.
Okay.
I mean, that could probably take a lengthy amount of time. I think if you were to like go through everybody that I have like as a Facebook friend or whatever, and just go through like all their content and like see if, well, did this person post a picture? Were they like of underage and they were still like trying to post a picture?
Well, let's start with this. Have they ever sent you anything like that, or even without you asking, have they just unsolicited sent you a picture or video of what would be child on any of these apps? Facebook, Telegram, WhatsApp, Google Chat, or any website?
I don't believe so. It's been more like of the older type variety of women
Okay.
that would do something like that.
Got it. Do you mind if we look at your phone gallery and kind of make sure?
Sure.
All right. Get the accounts. So you said bikini stuff, right?
And some people send me text messages, and I don't even know how or why these people would have given me like a text message.
Okay, that's fine. What? Do you want to go to Telegram?
See, there's one where Emily said hi.
Right.
There's one from.
All right. Well, let's go to Telegram if you don't mind.
Okay.
Right there. Yep. There it is. Right. Oh, what's that? Oh. Okay. I guess just put it. Yeah. Well. So you're not even logged in right now. Okay. Yeah. Well, I guess we can try logging in here.
See, 1, 2, probably 3.
All right, let's just check your Google Photos right now. You're good on Telegram, man. You're not even logged into it. It's all fine.
Should say photo somewhere, I think.
May I see it? Well, you're definitely you're definitely a big, that's for sure. All right. Okay, all right. Library, okay. All right.
And some of them would actually ask, and I think maybe you saw a picture that,
What's this right? Okay, just
oh, could I see what it looks like?
okay, got it. All right, well, that's a young kid that's not nude. All right, well,
I don't think I can say that I don't have plenty to look at.
yeah, you definitely, yeah, your gallery's a bounce house. That's all I can say. A lot of D's on there, and I don't mean that's for sure.
You mean like cup size?
Yeah. Okay. All right. Has there been any situation in person where like someone younger than 18 is trying to like come on to you and try to flirt with you and like anything like that?
In purpose, you said? Or
In person, yeah.
No,
No.
no,
Any situation where you're trying to flirt with one of them?
no.
Okay.
I would kind of feel kind of weird, like if a woman approached me like that of that age, like in person. I think I would probably tell them no, that I wouldn't be interested.
So why interested in Emily at 11?
I don't know, she just seemed like she was kind of cool, and then found out that she also lived in,
Okay.
and then she wanted to know where I live, and so she was like asking me for my address, and I think she gave me her address. And
How far does she live from you?
She figured it out the other day.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. I'll take your word for it.
She said to me, it might take like 7 minutes to get here if she like rode her bike.
Okay, it's not bad, man. So what age would Emily have had to have said for you to not be okay with it? I mean, if you're okay with 11 pretty blatantly here, what age did Emily have to say for you to be like, it's too young?
I don't understand you.
Okay. So what if Emily said she was 10, or she said she was 9? Like, at what age would you say, okay, I don't care that I haven't had this in 10 years, like, this is too far? Like, if Emily was an infant, would you still be interested like this in her?
Well, I think I've actually, it's somebody that was down to like 9 years old.
Okay. So she was younger than 9, it would be a no?
Probably, yeah.
Okay, so 9 and up would probably...
Yeah, because somewhere I think I would have to like draw the line. It's like,
Okay.
do I really want to take that much of a chance? The next thing I know, I'm going to have police officers in front of my door again. Well, we need to take you away. And
Okay. So 9 and up is kind of what you would probably go after, or probably be okay with?
yeah,
Okay.
probably more so something like a younger teenager, maybe like 14 or 15.
Okay. So you told me that I don't want to take a risk when it's under 9. So what age, if there is any, where it's not even about taking a risk, it's just you have no interest in that age, police or not, like, how young would it have to go? Like, would it have to be like a baby, or is even a baby okay? Like, truly, like, I'm just curious.
You mean where it would be considered like a no-no? Like,
Right, and no whether cops are going to catch you or not, just a straight up no matter what.
I don't even know.
Really?
Yeah.
What if we...
You know, to be honest with you, and I've been trying to be really honest with you.
I appreciate that, yeah.
I feel really bad that I'm having a discussion about all this, and especially if somebody from the social media is like coming to where I live and they're confronting me about all this. And
Well, it's good to actually get it out, though, because this is how you absolve yourself of sin, so it's actually a good thing. And you know, I'm sure many people here are proud of you, okay? So I mean, potentially, I'm just going to ask this direct question here. So,
And for whatever it's worth, I'm the only remaining member of my dad's family.
of course, and I take that into consideration, okay?
That also is the only one that lives, still living here in South Florida. It used to be me, just me and my dad,
Okay.
since he passed. Now it's all three of my sisters, and they all live up in Georgia.
Okay.
And they tried to get me to like move up there.
So, what if there was like a 5-year-old that was willing to have sex with you, and there's zero chance you're going to be caught by the cops? You think that's something you could be interested in?
I might entertain the thought for a brief moment, but I don't think I actually would go there.
Okay, with a 5-year-old?
Yeah.
Okay, what about a 6-year-old?
I think I would have to say the earliest would have to be like 9.
9. Okay, fair enough. That's fair. All right. Well, so we were watching on TV, just the Bible channel.
It's actually called, if you see the upper right hand corner, it's called TBN.
All right. No, the Bible Network.
It's a Trinity Broadcast Network.
Trinity Broadcast Network. Well, I mean, if you're limited to 9-year-old, hi, Kingy. But yeah, my girlfriend's Muslim. I don't give a shit about that.
Yeah. You lived in Florida all your life?
Yeah.
Our family originally came down here from Michigan.
Really?
Yeah.
Michigan sucks. It's literally my least favorite state.
But they actually did win the national championship for college football.
Ooh, okay.
And unfortunately, my dad did not stay alive long enough to actually see that happen.
Where did your sisters go to college?
I think 2 out of the 3, actually graduated from.
Okay.
And then I know one went to some point at the time actually went to.
Got it.
And I probably would have went to college too, to Florida.
Mm-hmm.
But my dad felt like after I graduated high school, my grades were probably not up to where he'd feel comfortable about me going to college.
Sure.
So that's when he suggested, well, why don't you try to see about joining one of the branches of the military?
Yeah.
So I ultimately ended up getting my dream job,
Yeah.
which was being a military musician.
Nice, man. Nice.
So I played in the Army band over in Germany, but I didn't get that opportunity right from the get-go.
You play the brass for the brass.
Yes.
Yeah.
How would you know that? The brass.
Well, I don't think the military back in the day would be like a rock band or a rap crew, so
No,
K-pop.
I'm
Probably now though, but
I'm referring to like how would you know the instrument that I play is like part of the brass?
well,
Or is that just a good guess on your part?
I've looked up everything about you. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. It's just a good guess.
That was a good acting job.
I know. Well, I mean, with an army band, I figure there's no rock, there's no electric guitars, or so that would only leave brass. But
So anyhow, seeing that I do play a brass instrument, it's actually the trombone.
Okay.
And I did that middle school, high school, and then they had you take a sight reading test when you were like looking to become being in the band.
Sure.
And my score wasn't quite high enough. Well, you got to pick a different job.
Okay.
So that's when I chose like to be a cook.
Okay.
But one day, a high-ranking sergeant came walking around the mess hall. Anybody interested in auditioning for the Army band? We're holding auditions. And I said, well, here's my second shot.
Yeah.
So it was the difference between night and day.
Nice, man. Well, congratulations. It's cool. It's good.
And
good life.
And that was a fun experience. But the whole thing, we talk about dates and everything else like that.
Mm-hmm.
The day I got released from the Army was June 6, 1983.
Mm-hmm.
You go back exactly 5 years to that same day. And 1978, that's when I graduated high school.
Wow. Dude, this guy is like a walking gematria. Dude, one of those channels can do like a video of this video.
Yeah, believe it or not, I got calendars saved from all the way like 2008. So I can have a recall. It's like, I think this may have happened then. Well, let me go back and like make sure, and it's can be roughly around
See, that's what I worried about with Emily, man. I feel like you would have swooned her to want to date you at such a young age. I mean, if you would have told her, like, by the way, I got calendars from 2008. I mean, knowing her, she's probably gonna drop her panties at that. that's a pretty big brag, because that's actually how my girlfriend got stolen from me back in high school. Like, this guy came up to her and he's like, you know, I have Pokemon cards from 2006, and then instantly left because of that.
Really?
Yeah. Saying. But anyway, I'm not going to get into my personal troubles here, man. You
Back in the day, did you play football?
Yeah, I did. But I didn't have Pokemon cards from 2006, so that's kind of what lost me. But, yeah.
I could almost picture you as being a wrestler, actually.
Yeah, well.
Which I actually tried to get involved with like 20 years ago.
Okay. Well, my athletic career is sadly over. But, so I wanted to ask, when do these feelings towards younger women under 18 start? Like, how long has this kind of been a thing you've been thinking about?
Maybe within like the last year or two.
Year or two?
It wasn't anything that was like all the time, like from way back in time.
Well, when did that first inkling started creeping into your mind?
Like I said, maybe like a year or two ago.
A year or two. Okay. Why do you think it happened? Like, well, why do you think this is now?
I don't know. I think it's more or less like trying to live out like a fantasy to see what it would be like, and then realizing, you know.
Sure.
This is a lot wronger than what it is.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Because I've actually told people on Facebook or whatever, it's like, that's one thing the Bible says, we're not supposed to be judgmental of other people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my favorite Bible verse is, you know, when somebody harms children, you tie a millstone around their neck and throw them in the ocean. That's my favorite one.
I think I read that the other day.
Really?
Yeah.
Got it.
And another one of my favorites is, I think I read it yesterday maybe. It's probably one of the more popular ones.
Mm-hmm.
You know about Philippians 4:13?
Well, I know a lot of Filipinas 4:13 on the internet.
Yeah, well, that was a particular one. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me.
That's what the Filipinas say online?
Philippians in the Bible.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that chapter.
Got it. Yeah, well, wow, how bizarre. Did you used to play football? See your helmet's there.
No, actually, believe it or not, all that you see on there on the top is from my my stepmother's sister. She was into like collectibles, and they used to live in like Chicago.
Okay, cool, man.
So that's where I got the picture of Walter Payton. This picture of Walter Payton is also signed. That gave me some jerseys, like
nice.
Michael Jordan jersey.
Signed?
The only one that I got signed was from Jim Kelly.
Damn, they need to get you a Karl Malone jersey signed, bro. You know Karl Malone is Hall of Fame center?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I saw one point in time. Actually, I saw a video of this like last night. That something I knew about already. He had gotten involved into like wrestling.
Yeah.
Just like Shaq did at one point.
Oh, Shaq did get involved in wrestling?
He's trying to go face to face with a guy named The Big Show.
Okay.
I think you might know who that is.
I know who the Big Show is. In fact, we're on the Big Show right now too. Let's see what we got in here. Well, it's not that big. It's all good. Yeah, I know who the Big Show is. Yeah, go on. Yeah, the Big Show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His first name is Paul, I believe.
All right.
Paul.
Yeah, we were the Big Show until. But got a nice balcony here. It's nice. Oh, can I open it?
Yeah, you gotta like use like a lot of force to like open it up. Actually.
Is it unlocked right now or?
No.
Okay, got a little Florida room right here.
Uh-huh.
Got a little Florida room right here.
Yeah, that's what I thought you said.
Yeah.
And I think eventually I gotta get the some of the screens replaced or whatever, because there should be no reason that we should be seeing like these leaves on the.
Right, right.
And I never understood that from the design of this building. Some of them are like this, and some of them have like the jealousy windows.
Sure. Well, you know, my friend, one of my Twitter followers, Goodwill to all men. Do you believe in goodwill to all men?
Yes.
Goodwill to all men. See, it's just one of my Twitter followers.
That's one I think I would never get onto. It's like
Twitter?
Yeah.
Well, a lot of uplifting messages, like, you know, goodwill to all men is on there. It's pretty uplifting. I think it's better than Facebook. Anyway. Woo.
One thing I can tell you, this has become way too much of a broken record.
Yeah.
As far as like seeing this like weather.
It's too hot.
Well, we're not much. We prefer the heat than being like where my sister yesterday. She said, "Oh, you know what the temperature is today?" I said, "No." It's like 13 degrees. I said, "That's definitely not Mr. Drew kind of weather."
Yeah.
In fact, my dad went out there like not too long ago for like Christmas. He says, "You know how the cold weather doesn't usually bother me?"
Right.
I said, "Yeah."
All right, what's up, guys? We're just waiting for the cops here. We're stalling. There's really nothing important being said. As you know, Drew is just a character and a very interesting guy. So, of course, we're saving all this very, very interesting dialogue for Rumble in the pinned comment, and I'm totally not being sarcastic. This is a very interesting conversation. Drew is the most interesting man in the world, so go watch it on Rumble in the pinned comment. No, but we're just stalling for the cops. They end up telling us to come to the station, so... Yeah, if you just want to see the small talk and us attempting to talk to this guy about anything, go to Rumble in the pinned comment. Most of the videos on YouTube are posted onto Rumble, just uncut. I mean, I recommend us watching us there. We go live there and all that. It is completely free to join. Rumble in the pinned comment. We'll probably be live there later today, so see you guys there. Pinned comment, but if not, just watch us skip, and we're going to cut to the cops.
Hello?
No signal.
Oh, do you hear me?
What did you say?
Yeah. I'm with Jesus' crew right now. I'm with the crew.
Okay, the officers are asking if you guys can come to the PD lobby because they have to review the information you have before they go do anything, and they don't want the police presence there to have a scare them off. So
Well,
you can come.
I mean, this guy is, he's going to willingly admit everything to the cops. Like, I guarantee, he's extremely non-threatening. Like, he's the most non-threatening person you're ever going to meet in your life, I swear. And he admitted everything to us. Like, he's going to admit it in front of the cops. I literally bet everything on it.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me see if I can get you on the line. You can speak with her and see how we can do this. Hold on.
All right.
Yo, oh my god, bro, it's bad right now.
Here, just hang in here there for a second.
Yeah, we'll go.
Yep, what's that? Yeah, you just cut the camera off for now. Not everything, but it's like the majority of the conversation, just
Okay.
key points. But
Okay.
we have everything digitally to send you all to, so.
Yeah, I had the email for you guys.
Okay.
And you guys, IDs.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
point of contact.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah.
Who's Drew?
Drew is the person that we approached and talked
Are you
to.
currently living
Oh,
in
that's
Florida?
it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you
what's your
approached
current
him?
address?
Yeah, we talked to him. I mean, he admitted on camera that like he was just wanting to do all that. Like,
Oh, so you drove down from
you
Texas.
have all that.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, because you guys said you were going to be the girl to meet up. And he
Correct.
thought,
right.
is that his face, supposed to be his face?
Yeah. And he said he's talked to other minors online before, and he didn't have any child on his phone, but he has some borderline stuff saved.
He showed you his phone?
Yeah, he's like,
Does he think you guys are the cops?
no, he's like, I
He
mean,
didn't care?
honest. Like, I've never seen anything like it.
What app? How'd you guys find him?
This was all on Facebook.
Facebook,
He
you
messaged,
found him?
yeah, he messaged us first.
Oh, you guys created a decoy.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. And people randomly will message you.
Right.
Oh, everyone's together?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
His name, right? His actual name.
I don't know if he goes by Andrew or Drew. Our True Finder still went by Drew, so.
It's probably Andrew. This is the conversation.
There's a phone number on there?
You didn't. I don't think so. This is just he messaged on Facebook. Hey.
Hey, what's up?
What's up? You guys started chatting on November 1st?
That sounds about right.
Oh, okay. Wow, and he just now agreed
Wait,
to do
what's
this?
your phone number?
Well, yeah, so the whole live stream interaction and getting everything on camera they wanted to do.
It was like a,
Yeah.
like a live, as in,
Yeah, it's private right now,
okay.
but yeah. That's the link to that. That's just like, we have better footage on the camera, but we'll just email that to you whenever we can upload it, but,
He wanted to meet at the high school originally?
he just floated that idea, but he said at the end, like, when you should come over, and we're going to come over, but I guess he just woke up when we talked to him, so,
Okay.
What's your phone number?
oh no.
And did she send any pictures?
I don't think so either.
No. Okay.
There's none in that.
Yeah.
I think there was a
Yeah,
picture of
we
him.
were just thinking about the traffic issue.
Oh, maybe he sent a selfie.
I think he sent a selfie.
No, I mean, with him.
No, you guys are very vague a lot of the time.
Oh yeah, we leave no questions. These messages are like can be used like.
Yeah.
But we definitely don't. I mean, with
No,
people
you
like
don't,
that.
yeah, prompt him or anything,
Yeah.
not much, like,
Yeah. We definitely don't.
and he's the one who reached out, right?
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't convince them.
Okay, well, we appreciate it all.
I'm gonna give you the case number.
Okay, that'll work.
Like when we started, we said on the phone, we're gonna go up to detectives. This is what they do.
Before you guys had to know.
Either Eustace or either Deland. I don't know. You have to see what's available.
So usually when you call police, what usually happens for you guys?
Well, in
It's all
Florida,
different.
yeah, it's different. I mean, they.
Have you seen arrest date on scene?
All the
All the
time.
time.
But I mean, we see arrests on the scene, but sometimes we see PD telling this is like, so it's like an array, but
I got you.
yeah. I mean, Jacksonville, for example, they don't take any, but other parts of Florida, they come. Yeah. Like, we got a guy from Jacksonville arrested and brought him to Nassau County because we want to deal with Google also.
And is it usually just you guys, the three of you guys?
There's 15 people with us. Well, not with us, or wow. Zoom in on it. Rafilos. Filos, guys. Are those all law enforcement officers? And they're in the video?
Yep.
Oh, wow. We travel around the country posing as like minors online and online message us from across the country. We're from Houston, but we just travel all over doing this. And there was an individual by the name of us who we believe to be a 13-year-old girl. He said he wants to with her and her friend and get a hotel room. He never followed through with that, but he was just very sexual in the messages. And he said he's talked to other minors online before, and he said that he's on this app called Telegram where he's receiving links to what seem to be buying pictures of minors and stuff like that. But that's all he would say about Telegram. But we interviewed him at his home, and he admitted to sending all of these messages that were like sexual in nature to his thought was his kid. And yeah, we just want to turn it over and see if y'all could do anything about it. Or... Sure. Okay, guys, we just turned it in at the Plantation PD. They told us to come to the station as clearly on camera. So YouTube, with the guidelines, there's police presence in the video, hence us being at the Plantation Police Department. So please, like, follow your own rules. Clearly that's police presence right there too. We turned it into that agency right there, did we not?
Yes, we did.
Okay. So yeah, if y'all want to help us travel the most and catch the sickest, and I mean, I think this is the most honest guy we've ever caught. If you want us to help us catch the most honest, then join Locals in the pinned comment. There's over 70 videos, early and uncensored. We give updates almost every day on there with convictions and arrests. I mean, multiple times a week. And we do most of our live streams on there, most of our live catches on there. So join up on Locals in the pinned comment, really helps us out. And yeah, Really helps us out. Pin, comment, and follow our Facebook too.
If you want to support the predator poachers catching the sickest both near and far, go to the pinned comment. If you're on Rumble, press the red join button to see over 30 videos early and uncensored for only $7 a month. We can't do this without your help, so join our locals.